Caught what his son is saying this morning as he tries to find closure.
And a new port of entry could be built in Sunland Park. We'll tell you what local leaders have to say about the economic impact this could have.
Borderland residents are feeling the impact of rising grocery store prices. Coming up, tips from a local economics professor to help you save.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso in the Borderland. This is ABC7's Good Morning El Paso.
A very good morning, El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez. I'm Michael Courier.
And I'm Hillary Florin. Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, April 11th. Let's get right to our top story.
From our New Mexico Mobile newsroom, a man accused of shooting and killing his wife is back in the U.S. after being on the run for more than a week. Oscar Rene Sandoval was taken into custody by U.S. Marshals Service in Mexico. We received this photo from ABC7 contributor Luis Chaparro of Sandoval being extradited. Mesilla marshals say 39-year-old Shireen Aljabari was shot and killed by Sandoval on University Avenue in Mesilla on April 1st. Police say Sandoval had run away after shooting his wife and before his capture had been sighted on surveillance cameras in Sunland Park last week.
And now, only on ABC7, Sandoval's son, Ethan, told us the arrest has brought a little closure to him and his younger siblings who were left alone. After more than a week of doing everything that they could to help authorities track down their father, Ethan, Sarah, and Emer are left with no one but themselves. Ethan said he's not sure why his dad went to Juarez, but says his heart dropped when he found out. The 19-year-old has hardly had time to process everything that's happened. On top of losing both parents, he's now left to provide for his two younger siblings.
I got to be the one that brings food to the table at night. I'm doing it all for you, and I'm not going to fail you. I mean, I don't care how many sleepless nights it takes. I don't know how many tears and blood it takes. I'm willing to do it all for my mom.
And Ethan tells ABC7 law enforcement helped him and his siblings get a grant that will help pay for the funeral of their mother. Nevertheless, they are left with an overwhelming amount of expenses. So if you would like to help, you can click on this story. The GoFundMe is a link at kvia.com.
Ciudad Juarez and Sunland Park are proposing this morning to build a new international port of entry in their area. It will be located at the end of Anapra in Juarez and next to the train tracks in Sunland Park. A signed memorandum of understanding from Juarez and Sunland Park acknowledges they have already completed some phases of the project. Juarez authorities say they still need approval from several Mexican departments and secretaries, and the U.S. needs approval from President Biden. ABC7 spoke with Jerry Pacheco from the Border Industrial Association, who says the building the new bridge could have a positive economic impact.
The more traffic you push through your port of entry, the more economic development opportunities you also have.
If approval is given, construction for the new bridge is expected to start in 2027.
Happening now, while some food prices like cereal, bread, and cookies have actually dropped, your scrambled eggs or your omelet can be costing you more. Good morning, El Paso's Isabella Martinez joins us live to explain. Good morning.
Good morning, Hillary. Well, if you've been to the grocery store lately, you have probably noticed higher prices in the egg section. I spoke to an economics professor at UTEP who shares some strategies at the grocery store.
More than 1 million birds that have had to been, executed and are obviously removed from the producing flocks. And as a consequence of this, just during the past 4 months, egg prices have risen by more than 47%.
The recent avian flu outbreak, also known as bird flu, has left consumers feeling the pinch at the grocery store.
The wildfires in the Panhandle region of Texas are going to begin impacting on beef prices very quickly. Within the next 4 weeks, and that's going to persist throughout the summer.
The combination of the bird flu outbreak and wildfires has reversed much of the progress made in controlling grocery store prices.
Locally, it's probably somewhere around $3 per dozen eggs, which is not a good sign.
Despite these challenges, Dr. Fullerton offers some saving strategies for border consumers to cope with rising prices.
Buy bulk items. Another thing that border residents can do that other people cannot do throughout the United States is take advantage of grocery store shopping across the river in Ciudad Juarez.
Now, poultry and eggs are not allowed to be crossed over the border. For a full list of approved items by the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, you can head to kvia.com. For now, reporting live from West El Paso, Isabella Martinez, ABC7.